just sick and tired of hearing Tony Khan talking about WWE and contract tampering. It's just annoying.
Who is he talking about
Is there any
specifically?
they were asking about something. I just saw it and I don't want to know more about it. You know what I mean? This type of thing. It's like, well, if you want to know more about it, why don't you read it? I don't want to. That's the problem. Okay. I don't want to read more into it because at the end of the day, it happens everywhere. One. Two, you're probably doing it and not even realizing it, and you're just covering your own
No,
tracks.
he realizes it. He just doesn't care.
That's my point. It's everyone's a hypocrite at the end of the day. And three, it doesn't matter. Like, you want to work eventually. The goal, I think personally, you said you wanted to potentially do business with them. Okay, that you did say when someone asked, "Would you ever?" and you said yes. We've been taught all that. So you made up one lie there. But wouldn't you want to do business one day with them so you could put on that? And then you're gonna go and say stuff like this. Like, you can't, like, stop talking.
Mhm.
Basically, the whole purpose of this little rant that I'm trying to go on is just stop talking. Like, short, sweet, and to the point, Tony. We don't need the whole runaround. It doesn't matter. It's only hurting at the end of the day. Just short, sweet, to the point. All right. Do we
I just
need media
always
training?
I wonder where his PR people are. I feel like he doesn't have them. That's the
Trying,
problem. It's like he doesn't have
sulking.
anybody telling him like, "No, don't say that." He thinks that because he's the boss. It's the same situation with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon would go out there and say whatever and you're like, "Oh my god, what are we doing? Like what are you saying? Why? Why?" And it feels like that's the same thing with Tony. It's just like I'm the boss so I can say and do whatever I want. And I mean, he keeps making headlines for all the wrong reasons, but I guess he's probably someone who doesn't care. Like if they're talking about you, then
Yeah, it's
that's all that
very,
matters.
as
So
someone who had to deal with this type of thing, but on a very, very minor scale with collegiate athletes, you you really got to train them for certain things because you really got to hammer home that they can ask anything and they're going to ask anything. So really think before you say something and always keep the brand first. Like, like, don't feed into it. And it's just like, what? You're feeding into it and then asking for seconds. Like,
mhm.
it makes no sense. And the problem, and you, it sounds like a very anti AEW rant, or a rant coming from a very anti AEW person. I love the product right now. I think it's awesome. But the problem is that I want to see it grow, but also know that if you keep making statements like this, it's not going to, and it's only going to hurt your business. So I'm trying to help. Okay.
Well, there's a difference
I'm
between
trying.
like being anti-company and just like criticizing like stupid behavior. Like that's just what you're doing. Tony Khan is being ridiculous, but that doesn't mean that you don't appreciate the company, you know.
We have to hammer that home for the peeps. All these fickle pickles out there. That's how I'm gonna end it with